Woohoo! Renewing mission. We just had a bit of a volcano go off, and unfortunately it seems to have exploded my tank slightly, but that's okay. We're about to go for the Ottomans now. It's 415 turns in. Let's just declare a surprise war. We don't need to worry about anything that's particularly thing. They've got 600 military strength, and a lot of it is anti-tank, which is, you know, a little bit annoying, but it's not that annoying, especially because I've now got a bomber. Wonderful. The bomber is going to do sterling work, especially because, I mean, this artillery army can just kind of walk to here, fire over the top next turn, which is pretty cool. Everyone's upgrading. Everyone's doing absolutely lovely. Oh, look at this. Both artillery armies are now ready to shoot into Adana next turn. Here's the tank army. In fact, actually, I'm just going to come and just pillage a little bit. You don't mind that. Just stealing some science from you. And yes, in we come. Immediately, you can see the tank army is going to disintegrate with field cannon because we've got plus 12, plus 5, plus 3. It's plus 20 military strength at the moment just by having Mongol tanks. And especially because this guy, he's not even in an army. Terrible. Terrible. Don't forget as well, I've got the War Department, so any kill I get refreshes the troops I've got. Oh, it turns out, by the way, we're now at war pretty much with the whole world. So, you know, it's begun. The Mongols are here. Okay, all the city centres are doing 7, 7, 5, 5 damage to me. That's absolutely fine. Oh, another catastrophic eruption. I had literally just finished building all this stuff. I literally just finished repairing it all. Can you please not? It's really, really annoying. Oh yes, 114 strength artillery armies. I'll take that. These cities, yeah, they're not going to last very long. That's looking good. In fact, actually, well, let those two do those, but I'm going to go after Ursa with my bomber. That's doing all right. Actually, we can do that. My field cannons are just sort of casually being a field cannon. In fact, actually, you get back to here. Oh, it's not going to let me fire over the top, is it? Rubbish. Okay, 2 tanks. So we'll go for 1 attack and then a second attack, and that'll heal. Lovely. Yep, don't forget, every kill we get heals our tanks, which is the best thing. Oh look, uranium. Woohoo! It's actually quite handy. Brilliant. So you can see, yeah, my war is going pretty tasty. As I say, I'm just going to leave Istanbul right until the end, because that's where I've got a trade route and a spy. So those two things combined, yeah, they're pretty handy. They can't do any damage to my tanks. My tanks are pretty much invulnerable at the moment. We'll see if that sort of stays. I'm just having a look to see what's the best way here. Bursa, yeah, I can actually surround the city, which is quite handy. Yep, that's still surrounded there. Lovely. I can just pillage the spaceport just because I don't like spaceports. We're not going for science victory, and I don't want anyone else to go for one either because I'm like that. Okay, yeah, you know what? We're actually just going to slam some tanks into this city. Oh, I can heal, and then I can do it. Look at that. Lovely. And because we've got supply convoys, I'm not particularly worried about how much damage my tanks take, because they can heal much quicker than they can do damage to them. Oh, look, some trade routes. Plonk. So Bursa is taken. Yes. Keep that city. That is delightful. We've also got these artillery army, which are just pounding on the city, and I'm actually going to take an anti-tank crew. Lovely. Okay, so Istanbul, as I say, we're leaving Istanbul alone. Yes, they're converting to coal power. How dare they? That's polluting and horrible, and they know it. I would never, ever power my empire on coal power. I'd never do it. Next city is on board. Now, you can see I haven't really bothered moving any of my governors around because, yeah, rebellion in 5 turns? Ha! That just means I've got 5 turns to steal another city. You know the drill. I know the drill. We've got the bombers in place. These guys are still enjoying themselves utterly. In fact, I must have a tank with enough movement to get that. Oh yeah, this tank army. Delightful. Bang. The city's mine. Oh my god, please stop exploding. Please. This is just getting boring now. Oh, I've had to fix everything so many times. Oh, I'm supposed to be our Pingala city as well, which is totally pointless, may I add. Oh dear. Never mind, I don't really care. I'm having good fun over here. This is, yeah, proving pretty effective. Yeah. They do have bombers. I've just stolen all their aluminium, so They don't really have much in the way of resistance against my units as they're coming in. Ankara, I'm pretty sure, should be able to just triple bomb, because again, their city strength is not strong enough to be able to resist this sort of thing. So in we go, take that, another city's mine. Lovely. And just keep mopping up everybody. We've only got 240 military strength now. I don't know where their military strength has gone. It seems to have just disappeared. Oh look, another city. Well, hey! One more city. We are sweeping through at a rapid pace right now. This is pretty handy. You just keep going. How many turns in this one? 6 turns? 6! Oh, it's plenty. Absolutely plenty. My artillery army are just happily pounding away on Istanbul. I don't plan on taking it until the last city, but there's no harm in taking all of its health away. Using all my bombers to attack. Okay, this should take the walls off. Delightful, and then the city can be taken by this tank. Pretty sure? No, not quite, unfortunately. But that's okay. It's one more done. God, we are sweeping through these cities, and it's a good thing because we've only got 78 turns to get through the map here. This is pretty tough. So we've got one bomber, we've got a second. I mean, it is quite common that Mongols were described as having sky horses, and that's exactly what these things are. That's all it is, just sky horses. We have taken that city, and then I believe we can just take any random tank unit such as this delightful thing and go boom. The Ottomans are done. That is our first. We are currently on 78 era score out of 28, so we're comfortably going to get into a golden age, which would be really funny. We can even get ourselves a giant death robot, I suspect. But plastics is on the way now. We're going to head down the bottom of the tech tree to see if we can go for composites and stealth tech, and fingers crossed. In fact, actually, the atomic era, are we in the atomic era right now? Yes, we are. So we will be jumping ahead to the information area. Yes, a lot of people are going to get the giant death robots, I feel. We may find the city strength massively shoots up. This may be a little bit of a problem for when we want to, you know, kill people. So we gotta keep moving. Time is not on our side here. I'm gonna split my army, take half into Morocco and through to Egypt. The other half is gonna go down to Australia. So that pretty much means that my industrial hub is still just going to be cranking out units all over the place. Well, when everything's not on volcano fire. But, you know, that's just a given, really. Can I just say, though, thank you so much for this suggestion, Tally. So much fun. Really enjoy it. If you want to have a bit of a laugh on Deity and really just convince yourself that this game can be really good fun, yeah, go check out this map. It's on Discord. It's waiting for you. It's really good. Alright. You ready to go and do some domination? Oh, we're ready to go. We've taken over the Ottomans, and we now have a centralized plugging bombing station from which to attack not only Nubia and then sort of come all the way around to Egypt, which I was wondering if there was sort of like a big U shape in there, and sort of like a proper ring, but no, it's a U. And then we're going to send Army B down to get Australia. I think I might ignore these two cities because it's here we want to go and it's here we want to go. So you can see the plain port of our capital. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, that's terrible. Has already made 6 bombers for us, which is marvellous, but we need more. When I say stop, then you stop. Bombers ahoy. We've also got supply convoys coming, which are marvellous, but otherwise we need more tanks. Just keep building tanks. Oh, Mongolian tanks are brilliant, these armies. 97 strength, actually never 100 strength once you take into account everything. The oil situation is more of a problem, but we're about to get plastics, which means we can actually get some oil from the sea, which will massively help a little bit. And there's also some other places like down here. I mean, look, there's a city settlement waiting to happen with uranium and oil. I'm just keeping an eye on uranium, not because I particularly need it right now, but specifically because I'm looking for giant death robots down the line. But oil is more important. Oil is what we use all our tanks for. Aluminium we seem to be absolutely laughing on at the moment. And you can see, look, we're about to pick up another 2 sources just by going up that way. So resource-wise, this map is actually, it's got it all. It's really good. I just, one of the mods I use, the Better Lenses mod, you can just sort of click here and be like, right, I want to see uranium, oil and aluminium. These are the important ones for me. And you can just double check everything's in line. Like there's more oil here. Actually, that solves pretty much my entire oil problem, which is great. More uranium. oil in Madrid. Okay, so there's going to be plenty. So again, Moreau, weirdly enough, I want to take last because this is where my trade route is, I believe. I can never remember how you double check that, but we've also got the spy on the way to Moreau, so I'm going to go and see if I can find other cities and head there instead. Oh yeah, the encampment just did 5 damage to our tank. I think we're going to be fine. Oh yeah, the World Games happened. I totally forgot about that. Look, inventory, just don't bother. Look, my tanks, not only will they kill you, but they also heal themselves once I've killed you. It really is not going to work for you, this. This time I have 0 diplomatic favour. That's not very good. I also think people are going to vote down on me, so I'm going to actually vote for myself and see if we can get that one. Good. Heavy cavalry for more combat strength. I always like the sound of that. And then I'm going to say that Egypt, probably. Who's going to be traded with more? I'm going to bet on Egypt because she's got the most points. Let's see if that works. See if my hedging works. I'm not trying to get a diplomatic victory. It's just quite intriguing. Oh no, Cleopatra just got a ton of diplomatic points. 2 points, a Manatore, anti-cavalry. I have a feeling she just got, 4 just in one go. Okay, so Egypt needs to die within 30 turns. That's easy enough, right? Okay, automation warfare. We've got to see who jumps for automation warfare, because I have a feeling everyone's in a golden age. Yeah, everyone's in a golden age. Okay. Who went for automation warfare? We can tell based on the relative city strengths of the people involved. So here, actually, let's just quickly take out this one. That's a good city taken for us. These artillery are about the slowest things in the world. Bless them. They are trying, but they are mighty slow. There's another city. Okay, so the bombers can actually start to feast on this city, which, that's really weak. That is ridiculously weak. Okay, that's another one done. In fact, actually, unless there's a city here, there may be a city there, to be fair. But otherwise, we've kind of got no options really to kill anymore. Oh no, there's Kerma. Yep, we found one. Right, let's go round. Alright, same deal with Melbourne. This one has a bit more city strength, but I think the tank army should be able to walk in. Yes. So taking that one, taking this one. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, Canberra. Not far away now. Where's our spy guy? I swear I sent the spy to Canberra. 3 turns away. God, it takes ages. Literally nobody has better city strength than they did before. I want to believe that no one picked the giant death robot. That is amazing news and I love it. This giant death robot has just stood outside Madrid having a whale of a time. As a bomber, just doing what it needs to do in Madrid itself. It's having a pillage, getting me some science, having a shot. Oh, even before the upgrade, giant death robots, wow. Still very, very powerful. I have no idea why the computer just haven't upgraded any of their troops. It's a little confusing. But hey, I will take it. God, the range of bombers is so rubbish before you upgrade them to jet bombers. It takes so long to do anything. And yes, I know I haven't upgraded any of them. I never upgrade bombers. I just don't fancy it, I'd rather just get tanks to run around and pillage things. Every time I forget about these cities as well, it's just like another 2 tank armies. Cool. Right, one, you just come through there into the sea. The other one just like pop up here 6 turns. Hey, that's not bad. You know what I should do though? Instead of just actually doing things like useful things, what I really should do is do the most important thing anybody could do on any playthrough, and that's buy about 500 military engineers so that we can play Railway Simulator, because that is the goal of the game. Actually, if we're going to do that, I'm going to need some more coal. Where's all the coal gone? There's really not much coal on this map at all. I'm going to pick some up, actually, when I kill Nubia. Nubia's got an absolute ton of coal. Okay, that's a good thing. We don't mind that. Single bomb. Hooray! And in comes the tank army. Straight in there. Lots of faith going on these towns. That was a pantheon going on there, wasn't it? That's okay. Right, we've got at least one more city. I'm just going to fly this bomber straight in because it had no range and no visibility on anything. Oh, look, there are the other 2 cities. Wonderful. Which one should we go for first? Kawar? That could be fun. I've got artillery just doing what they need to do against Moreau itself. Oh, composites. You know what that means? That's modern armor. Right, I'm just going to quickly get rocketry because I actually have Korolev sitting around waiting to put something into space, and it actually will reveal the map for me, which is quite cool. Oh, Douglas MacArthur. He's brilliant. He actually is a tank commander, so I can give him all the way over to the tanks and give them a bit of upgrade. That's not a problem. Somewhere, Nubia have a fighter, and that fighter has been strafing my tanks, which is, of all of the things they could be doing, highly annoying would be how I would describe that one. So we're gonna have to have a word with them about that one. Let's just actually bomb the anti-tank, and then we'll get one in on this city there. I'm hoping I can just get a tank to come in and just finish this one off immediately. Yep, that was easy. Napata, I think, is going to be the next goal, because I mean, actually, to be fair, I should be able to just take Kerma just with a direct tank assault. These cities just don't have the strength to stop even my direct melee attacks, which is amusing. The artillery comes in here. They're only likely to have 2 more cities. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take Moreau. It's going to give me a bit of a combat penalty against Nubia now because I don't have any upgrades. But hey, I don't need them. They've already pretty much capitulated. Oh, Spain, this was too easy. This really was too easy. And they only had 1 city. Well, I mean, they were kind of asking for it, really, weren't they? So 1 bomb there. This tank, he's having a fun time just running from city to city. That's lovely. Get the bomber. Put yourself here. There we go. There's the last city. We can see it now. Isn't that wonderful? I think we've got 1 more bomber just to take the majority of the walls off. Thing is, as soon as the walls start to crumble, our tanks can literally just beat down the walls just with their strength. It's amazing. I don't think I've ever played with tanks this late game, just this powerful. I've only got +6 on intel on opponents' movements. It's really not much. Not much at all. But bang, bang, bang. I've almost taken the whole city just with silly tank attacks. Love it. You know, I just had a thought. I probably should build the Statue of Liberty. If I don't, I'm worried Egypt will. And that could be a win for them. Yeah, I've got to be very, very, very careful about that one. Alright, there is Canberra. So I believe that's only 1 capital we need now. Yes, Egypt. Okay, over to Egypt now. Earth satellite, just putting that there. And then Korolev. Woohoo! Right, we can have a see just how much Australia's got. 3 cities left, that's not too bad. 2 cities over here, out the way. In Egypt is this sort of area here. Oh look, 149 strength in their capital, so they do have 1 giant death robot. Okay, Egypt may be more of a challenge than anything we've found before. That's going to be interesting. What I'm going to do as well is just have a look for the Statue of Liberty. 1 result. I'm building it. Okay, 10 turns is not as quick as I would like. So we need to send a bit of production down here, or we need to get somebody who's really good at that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't trust Egypt not to do that one. Right, 1 city down. Hong Kong is next. Do I respect the independence of Hong Kong? Not as much as I should, probably. Oh, I'm not at war with them. Well, I kind of want to be at war with them, unfortunately for them, because they're blocking my way, and I'm rather simplistic in how I approach stuff like this. Luckily, the bombers are making very short work of it. It's really the bombers' kind of main job at the moment is just to sort of get forward. Just make sure they're flying forward in all of these cities. There is an airport here, which is good. But yeah, just not enough space for them. Force modernization. Excellent. Right. This essentially means once we take over Hong Kong, we can have a little party and upgrade every single one of our troops. Well, I say every single one. We've got a bunch that have just moved. But apart from that, look, if we go and let's get... Oh, actually, hang on. We're leaking gold. That's not good. Okay, we've got to keep an eye on that one. But yeah, if I just sort of bring these guys forward a little bit and then go plonk, suddenly they have 107 rather than 97. Oh, we like a bit of modern armor. Adelaide has fallen. The giant death robot is kind of just partying. He doesn't know where he's going to go next. Perth? Yeah, sounds like a good idea. We've got more bombers on the way. Canberra. Rebellion in 1 turn? Hang on a second. That's not right. Come on, Victor. Get over to Canberra. There we go. Positive now. I can't believe it. Was almost about to run away from me. How rude. There is something very satisfying about just bombing and bombing and bombing and bombing. I think it's the repetitiveness of it. It's just, you know, very relaxing. Very nice indeed. Now what do I get? Oh, if I pillage these things. That's lovely. That's a lot of health. Very nice. What, Batty? What do I get if I pillage a Batty? Faith? I would have taken culture. Not necessarily faith. I don't know if I've got enough strength to actually take this city, but it's worth a try. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I do. Whoa! Okay, right, fine. Perth is taken now. We've got 1 digger to take out. I don't know why my ranged attacks are so weak. 60 base strength. I mean, I've got a giant death robot. How are you not upgraded by that? Very strange. Normally, your city attacks take whatever the highest ranked unit is that they can draw from. So I swear that should be the case, but no, never mind. I still find the idea of a Mongol horde of tanks just ridiculous. But there is Nubia. Nubia's also out of the game. We're down to 3. Ho 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 ho. Exciting times. Nobody else has jumped up on science just yet, which is good. Oh, Curtin does have satellites, technically. But nobody's getting any tourism, so really not too worried about this. Bombers, fly to the front. Yes, there we go. Look, 3 cities, and we should be there. Uh-oh. You take your eye off the ball for one moment, and suddenly you go bankrupt. Ouch. It's actually very, very difficult to keep a buoyant empire on this mode. Very difficult indeed. Well, luckily for me, Egypt does have a lot of gold, and they can get me out of this, but we're going to have to come up with some sort of crazy deal with them to get them to part with all of their money. Especially because, well, I haven't really got anything I can offer them. Oh, apart from a spy. I've got one of your spies. What would you give me for that? 15 gold per 10. Okay, that's something. Okay, they value them about 300. Hey, I'll take that. That's 1 turn. Can we take Brisbane? I think we can, just with a couple of blunt attacks. Oh, yeah. Hell, we're doing good. We're doing good at this. This is wonderful. Now we're going to go after Sydney. I might actually just have to be careful and just plunder gold here because, yeah, I'm pretty low. Still only 1 result. Statue of Liberty not being built. That's good. Keeping an eye on this. Keeping a hawk-like eye. Right. I'm going to send a trade route right to the back of where Egypt is quickly. Let's just send a route there. Lovely. So now we've got a trade route. There's the giant death robot, weirdly enough. And we've also got a spy, which means Egypt, I'm very sorry to say, we're going to go to war with you. But not before I just take some gold from you, because quite frankly, I'm pretty skinned. So we'll just see what I can send them. Actually, uranium. They don't have any uranium at the moment, so the giant death robot I think actually is being powered. So that's not going to be a thing. Oh, there's nothing I can actually trade with them. You know what? Sod it. Declare surprise war. Nice. Okay, plundering. Remember to plunder, Ran. Plundering is your friend. Oh yeah, these modern armor armies. Oh, these are good. Okay, this should be, I'm hoping, pretty effective. Right, get into Senna quickly. The loyalty of the city, 4 turns. That's pretty tough. That's okay, we can do this. Oh my god, what amazingly perfect timing. Egypt's capital just got raised slightly by a volcano. It's like the gods themselves want me to do well on this one. I'll take it. I will take it. Right, we had a bit of plundering to do on a niter farm, which gives me loads of gold, which means that I can now upgrade these bombers to jet bombers. Nice. Hey, that helps. That helps massively with range, if nothing else. But actually this one needs a bit of... Yeah, that'll do. Okay, right, where do we go next? Swenet. I think that's probably for the best. Oh yeah, look. God, our attacks do a lot of damage with modern armor. Oh, we can just punch straight through. I love it. Rebellion in 2 turns this time. Oh, dear oh dear. Nah, we don't like aid requests like that. Who just put a satellite into space? Was it Egypt? I mean, I know you're behind me, but I don't like all this sort of stuff. Tut 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 tut. Ah, dear. I don't think they're building the Statue of Liberty just yet as well, which is good. It's lucky their capital isn't anywhere near the coast. Now, here is the giant death automation. They call it the death automation. I quite like that they've named it. That's quite sweet. Now, can my jet bomber reach it? No, it can't. What about this one? Yes, it can. Bang. Okay. The death automation lasted 1 bomb. I don't think it had its anti-aircraft upgrade just yet, which is a good thing. We just got to watch out because I can't remember if we've got ours. I don't think we do have ours, do we? I'm quite proud of my railway so far though. I've managed to get it all the way from my capital, all the way to this beautiful mountain tunnel, which we have now transversed, and now we're coming through. I mean, how far we're going to get this railway, I don't know. We're actually not far off winning the game. It's happened way quicker than I thought it would. Let's just quickly get these bombs in. So we just go 1 bomb, 2 bomb. Cavalry will not finish that at all, but this tank almost certainly will. So that's 1 more city. Get the Death Robot, the Death Ribbit. Okay, and we can't get to Rockhampton this turn. So Australia's one territory away from being destroyed. That's not too bad. I wish there's a mod where you could just say, right, repair all of the city centre buildings and then repair outer defences. Just do it in that order. I always end up doing exactly the same thing. Okay, jet bomber to here. Delightful. Now that I was complaining about money at one point, and now I'm just flush with the stuff. Oh, would you stop recruiting partisans? It's so annoying. What are you expecting? Actually, to be fair, all they're doing is just plundering all my trade routes. Well, I'm going to get the Statue of Liberty, so that much isn't a worry. We've, we had them covered on diplomatic. No one was going cultural. You can't go religious. So, here you go. Here's the last city. I don't believe this is going to take me very long, actually. In fact, actually, if this jet bomber can reach, that's the city dead. In comes the modern armour. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that splitting the atom, Lord of all, who, I didn't even say what that was. That was the most rapid domination victory we've done. I love, the Mongols are great. If you know how to use the diplomacy and the diplomatic visibility, the bonuses you can get are mad. The biggest I've ever seen is where you are earlier in the game. You've got a spy, because you've got that's really cool. You've got a trade route in, that's lovely. You've got the Great Merchant, the Catherine something, can't remember her name, but that gives you +1 visibility. And then you've also got printing and the other person hasn't. You can get +24 bonuses. It's nuts. You get yourself a religion, get yourself Wars of Religion, that's 28, because it's another +4. And then also it's a cavalry unit, that's suddenly +3, that's 31. Get fascism later in the game, you can get to 36, although I guess you probably lost one of your diplomatic visibility. Honestly, the possibilities are mad. Only rank 9, but hey, on a small map like that one, that's pretty damn good. Buildings constructed, we did quite well in. You can see science. If I have a look at science quickly. Yeah, we're pretty low, but we start to pick up as everybody else loses their science. No correlation there at all. Don't know what you're trying to insinuate. There's the culture just flicking around. My gold will be hilarious. It'll just be like blah, 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 right, almost negative at one point. In fact, it probably did go negative at one point. Hey, that was good fun. Thanks for that challenge. That was a laugh. And I think, looking at my diary, oh, are we going to have time for one little game, or are we going to go straight into TSL? Oh, you're just going to have to wait and find out. Until then, I want to say goodbye and see you later. Well, you won't see me, you'll hear me. You'll watch what I'm doing, and then you'll hear me. Yeah, bye! And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton for all of the help you give on Patreon, as well as everybody else who likes and subscribes to the video. Cheers, you help keep me going.